Navigating the complexities of Child Protective Services cases can be overwhelming, especially when it comes to understanding the roles of various court-appointed representatives. In particular, the court-appointed special advocate and guardian ad litem play a profound role whose recommendations have heavy influence on a judge's determinations in dependency cases. Let's dive into who they are and how you can strategically manage your interactions with them to protect your family. In CPS investigations where children are removed from their homes and a dependency case results in the family or juvenile court, the court appoints representatives to look out for the child's interests, more commonly known as the best interests of the child. These representatives include the guardian ad litem and a court-appointed special advocate, or CASA. Requirements differ across states, with some requiring a guardian ad litem only, some requiring a CASA only, and others requiring both or requiring one with the other as optional at the court's discretion. While their roles may seem similar, there are key differences you need to understand. Let's start with the court-appointed special advocate, or CASA. CASAs are typically layperson volunteers who undergo specific training by local nonprofit organizations, designated to do so under general guidelines. CASAs are responsible for several critical duties. 1. Investigating the case. CASAs conduct independent investigations separate from CPS and the family. 2. Monitoring compliance. They monitor progress and compliance with court orders. 3. Ensuring services. CASAs determine whether appropriate and adequate services are being offered and provided. 4. Reporting to the court. They provide intermittent written reports to the court throughout the duration of the case. 5. Attending hearings. CASAs attend all case hearings. Unlike guardians ad litem, CASAs do not represent the child's best interests in a legal sense and are not required to be attorneys. They may meet with the child as needed but do not have regular interactions. Now, let's discuss the guardian ad litem, or GAL. The GAL is appointed to represent what the court considers the best interests of the child. Although, like the CASAs, they're not technically required to be attorneys, they typically are. This role is more legally focused, and while the GAL may also investigate and submit reports, their primary duty is to advocate for what they believe is best for the child. Here are some of their responsibilities. 1. Legal representation. GALs are typically attorneys appointed by the court to represent the child's best interests in legal proceedings. 2. Independent investigation. They conduct independent investigations to determine the facts relevant to the child's situation. 3. Advocacy. GALs advocate for the child's best interests by participating in the case, attending any hearings, and advocating for appropriate services for the child when necessary. 4. Confidentiality. They maintain the confidentiality of information related to the case. 5. Monitoring. GALs monitor the child's best interests throughout the judicial proceedings. 6. Reporting. They present written reports on the child's best interests, including conclusions and recommendations based on their findings. Understanding these roles is crucial for your strategy in court. Here are some actionable strategies you can use. 1. Know all appointed parties. Identify who the CASA and GAL are in your case and understand their specific roles and duties. 2. Communicate through your attorney. Always communicate with the CASA and GAL through your attorney. If you are representing yourself, proceed with extreme caution and document every interaction. Submit motions as frequently as needed, and when you do, make sure to do so promptly. Timeliness plays an important role and can make a huge difference in case duration at any stage. 3. Report non-compliance. If you believe that appropriate services are not being offered or there is non-compliance with court orders, discuss this with your attorney and consider reporting it to the CASA. 4. Manage interactions carefully. Remember that both the CASA and GAL are officers of the court. Anything you say can be included in their reports. Be cautious and strategic in your interactions. 5. Document everything. Keep detailed records of all interactions with CPS, the CASA, the GAL, and any other court officers. This documentation can be crucial in your case. The best interest of the child is a legal standard used to determine what will best serve the child's needs and welfare. This includes factors such as safety and protection, ensuring the child is in a safe environment free from abuse and neglect, emotional and psychological well-being, considering the child's emotional bonds with family members and their mental health needs, Physical health, access to adequate healthcare, nutrition, and living conditions. Educational needs, ensuring the child has access to appropriate educational opportunities. Stability and continuity, maintaining consistency in the child's living situation and relationships. Cultural and community ties, respecting the child's cultural background and community connections. Be prepared to present evidence and arguments that align with the court's perspective while advocating for your family's reunification. Keep in mind that whether from the Guardian Ad Litem or the court-appointed special advocate, the recommendations that come from those fulfilling these roles play a major role in the rulings a judge makes, especially on adjudication and permanency. In addition, the best interests of the child is a very vague term that has widely varied interpretations. It does not represent the child's wishes, as the best interests of the child may go against their wishes. A representative of the child's wishes would be an attorney ad litem, which is rarely involved. The way the guardian ad litem or court-appointed special advocate interprets this term may not be the same as yours, which carries profound implications. Understanding how all members of the court interpret this allows you to influence the outcome and should be a cornerstone of any strategy you discuss with your legal team. Don't wait until you get to court and have to deal with a guardian ad litem or a court-appointed special advocate in a dependency case. Don't even wait for CPS to get involved at all. The first and biggest mistake most parents make is, "I'm a good parent and I have a good home, so what do I have to fear?" Prepare now so you don't join the parents who look back without their children in hindsight and despair saying, "If only I knew then what I know now." To get the crucial support and expertise you need from the team ready to spring into action at any moment, visit cpsprotect.com or call us toll-free at 844-633-KIDS. CPS Protect Consulting Services, saving children, preserving families.